Hi everyone, happy Easter. It's still the Easter season, huh? 50 days to rejoice over the Lord's resurrection in our lives as a community of faith too. I figured I could continue on with my sharing as I did last time a few weeks back, and it's a chance for us to continue to learn more about who we can be during these days. Our website continues to have new things on it, as well as our Facebook page and our bulletin, and so we try to mix things up in different ways that we can stay connected. You know, over the last few weeks I've been noticing that there's more people out walking. Maybe it has something to do with the fact that, you know, we've been asked to try to stay safe and to stay inside as much as we can, but to go out to do some walking. Some of them folks are really walking fast. They want to get their exercise, and others have their cell phone, and then sometimes there's couples or partners or friends that are walking and talking. Sometimes there's just folks who are really kind of thinking as they do it. And I was thinking about it, and the first time we hear about the resurrection of Jesus' followers, there are individuals who are walking too. And the second Sunday of Easter and the third Sunday of Easter this year, we hear about that. There are two for next week on the Emmaus walk. They're going to a town to help each other to try to understand, and they're disappointed. But Jesus appears to them and helps them to understand what was going on and gets them to start fresh, to remember who they are and to be people of hospitality, and they welcome him. And then he goes off again. They go back to Jerusalem to tell them, we saw the Lord. And the crowd up there, the other disciples said, we did too. He came to us and he breathed on us and gave us peace and told us to forgive, but Thomas wasn't there. You know, I've often wondered, where was Thomas? Well, knowing Thomas from John's Gospel, he was probably doing his own walking of faith and trying to figure it all out, to understand it. We call him Doubting Thomas. He had doubts and he had fears. But I think at some point, asking all of the hard questions, he said, I need to get back to my friends. I need to be able to understand some more and to support them too, to start again, to regroup. And when he did, the Lord appeared again and made a beeline right towards him and helped him to touch and to understand and to believe. You know, it's a time right now we're all going through our own times of maybe some doubts and some fears. There are many in our world who are. They're afraid of their health, for their health, and they're struggling to be able to continue to believe in themselves and to believe in God. And, you know, I think that for us, when we go through those moments, Thomas and those two Emmaus walkers can inspire us. That we're not alone. That we can do this together as those two on the road did, to support one another. And to be able to remind ourselves as a community that there are others who are with us. Maybe we're not together as we continue to be challenged by not gathering, but we're together in spirit. And the times in which we see that others are there, continuing to reach out to those in need. Last Friday through our food share truck, and the ways in which folks are still dropping by over at the Five Corner Pantry, and the ways in which, if we can, we continue to support our parish as stewards of Jesus. And the ways in which in our own homes we continue to be about caring and kindness, to lift up prayers for each other, and let those prayers move out from our house churches into and between the homes here in our town, in our country, and in our world. And the risen one comes to us. He comes to us and walks by us on our own walks of faith. He helps us to be able to begin to understand a little bit more. We work through the fears. He shares his breath. He helps us to be able to sense his peace, and he helps us to start again.